Streaming on CrossroadsToday.com, a dramatic ice rescue caught on body cam, how officers risk their lives to save a trapped boy. And your morning commute may look a little different this morning, what you need to know as students return to school. Plus, the DOJ misses a key deadline for releasing the Epstein files, what the department says about the delay.
And for your Tuesday, and for the rest of this week for that matter, we're looking for some near record-breaking heat and some more fog. But if you don't like that, we've got a cold front coming this weekend, and it's back to chilly. All that in the weather coming up.
In St. Joseph boys basketball gears for a 3-game stretch starting tonight. First bowl league. We'll highlight Flyers basketball later on.
You're watching 25 News Now Sunrise. Good morning, Crossroads, and welcome to your Tuesday morning.
Tuesday morning, first day of school back.
Really foggy.
Yeah, it's really foggy, y'all. If you're going to be hitting the roads for any kind of school stuff or any kind of anything for that matter this morning, it is quite dense and foggy out there. So please stay safe. In fact, this morning, looking live at the Victoria camera, you can see just what we're talking about. Visibility down to about a quarter mile right here on the camera. You're looking at actually the intersection of Loop 463 meeting up with Highway 59 Main, not Business 59. But you can see right there, the camera is about a quarter mile away. I'm actually going to say visibility maybe up to about somewhere between a quarter and half-mile visibility around here, but it is worse in some areas, which you'll see in a second. We're seeing fog because temperature has now dropped down to our dew point, 65 degrees, and it's been sitting there hovering all morning long, bringing us 100% humidity underneath our light winds, allowing for that to saturate excuse me, into fog. And you can see, like I said, not just Victoria. It is all around the Crossroads, even all the way down towards Corpus and going up toward Houston, which is why we have dense fog advisories in effect for all those counties until 10 a.m. So if you're headed out the door for school, please stay safe on the roads. But later today, you're going to be like, is it January? We'll look at those details next.
Students are heading back to school this morning as the holiday break wraps up. As school resumes, the Texas Department of Public Safety urges drivers to exercise caution during your morning commute. Remember to slow down in school zones. Watch for children crossing the street, give them extra room, and stop for school buses with flashing lights. Avoid distractions and adhere to speed limits. Prioritize safety and stay alert in school zones. The State of Texas Emergency Assistance Registry, also known as STEER, is now open for registration. STEER identifies residents with medical needs or disabilities. It also includes those without transportation who require extra assistance during emergencies. Billy Jordan, director of the DeWitt County Office of Emergency Management, highlights the program's value in identifying those who need the most help in a crisis.
Sometimes we don't have notices, and so we'll have straight line winds, or we'll have some sort of weather event that kind of just shows up out of nowhere. We would then go out to those people that have registered on this program to make sure that they're okay, and then get them the services that they need.
Jordan mentions that this QR code right here on your screen will direct you straight to the STEER registration site. Residents can also call 211 or their local emergency management office for help with registration. Remember, even if you've signed up before, you need to re-register each year to ensure your current needs are accurately recorded. The DOJ is still reviewing Jeffrey Epstein material. More than 12,000 documents have already been released, but over 2 million others remain under the microscope. The DOJ was expected to release everything on the convicted sex offender by December, but leaders now say they need more time to sort through papers, photos, videos, and audio files stored in the FBI system. Now to a dramatic rescue on ice. ABC's Sophie Flay shows us a life-saving rescue by New Jersey police.
Body camera footage capturing this dramatic rescue as police in New Jersey rushed to save a boy who fell through the ice. Officers first tried to throw a rope to the 13-year-old, but his hands are too cold to hold on.
The kid was so cold that he couldn't function. And he was screaming to us, I can't hold it, I can't hold it.
The officers rushing, worried hypothermia might set in.
Once he started screaming that he couldn't feel anything, I think my fatherly instincts kicked in, and I just went out and got him.
Sergeant Joseph Rigger then crawls onto the ice, trying to pull the boy out of the freezing water, but the ice gives way under their weight.
So then at that point I could stand. I was probably just about to my shoulders. So I just started throwing him up on the ice and breaking my way back.
2 other officers then enter the frigid water, working to get the boy to safety. Police in Woolwich Township saying, thanks to their quick decision-making and teamwork, everyone involved was safely rescued and no injuries were reported.
The boy was taken to the hospital but is expected to be okay. Sophie Flay, ABC News, New York.
Federal Emergency Management Agency leaders were recently advised to prepare for a potential major reduction in workforce in the coming months. An internal email sent just before Christmas outlined a goal to cut over 11,000 jobs, more than half of the agency's staff, by October. However, leaders were informed that this is only a planning exercise with no final decisions made on staffing cuts. For more local news, weather, and sports, come to crossroadstoday.com. It's now 6:36 on our Tuesday morning. Here's a look at what's coming up next on 25 News Now Sunrise. From renewals to record breakers, the latest entertainment news and what's happening in Hollywood.
Questions are mounting this morning about the future of Venezuela and the role the U.S. plans to play in it. I'm Christiane Cordero in Washington with the latest coming up.
And also coming up next after the break and the short-term forecast, you heard me say we're looking for some warm, record-breaking heat coming our way. So coming up next, we'll look and see how warm it'll be near you. Well, good morning, Crossroads, and happy foggy Tuesday morning. Once again, I hope you're all staying safe out there if you're going to be hitting the roads real soon. I know it's the first day of school for a bunch of those kiddos coming back after the winter Christmas break. Well, yeah, it's still foggy out there, so please stay safe if you'll be doing any of that. But if you're wondering when that'll burn off, it'll probably burn off like it usually does, late in the morning time, around 8 or 9 a.m. But before we move on and look at our cloud cover and our heat, I gotta let y'all know we are expecting one more round of fog for overnight tonight and into tomorrow, Wednesday morning, to which I need to tell y'all, I think tomorrow morning's fog is gonna be denser, aka thicker than this morning's fog. So y'all please stay safe if you're gonna be traveling overnight tonight and into tomorrow, Wednesday morning. Now for the fog that's out there today, like I said, burning off around 8 or 9 in the morning time, but when that burns off, it's gonna start lifting up into the sky. And what that means is that fog is nothing but clouds on the ground, y'all. So what is going to happen is the sun's going to come up and that's going to rise the cloud cover up and it'll become cumulus clouds. So not mid-level, not high-level, low-level clouds. Mostly cloudy in the morning time is what I'm trying to say, but by noontime partly cloudy, and the afternoon it'll be mostly sunny. And that beaming Texas sun right there is going to heat us up today. 83 in Victoria. It's 18 degrees above where we're supposed to be, but right on the money with our record temperature set almost 100 years ago. So if we break above that, we break nearly a 100-year record. And we'll be just like that the next few days, warm before a cold front gets here this weekend. And we'll look at that next.
Happy Tuesday morning, Crossroads, and we're going to have winter sports starting to kick off right now. And right now we have basketball action going on here for the St. Joseph Flyers. They have 3 games they're going to play with. Tonight they get to face the Bowling Bulldogs. That is going to be at 6:15. They're on the road. Then on Wednesday night, tomorrow, will be against St. Augustine for district play. And then a couple days off before they host very talented Victoria Faith Academy squad. It'll be 11:15 a.m. on Saturday morning. So currently the Flyers are 9-1. Their district record is 1-1 overall. They got some top players in Charlie Stefka, Nick Ludo, and Jace Vasquez. A couple names from football that are doing really well on the basketball court. And also the Flyers got Coach Andre Thomas. He's got a lot of experience at the coaching end, and they're looking to make a deep run in the TAPS 5A, District 3. This is Max Williams, 25 News Now Sports.
Experience our digital streaming service, Crossroads Today Plus. You can find it on your connected TV through Amazon Fire TV, Roku, Apple TV, Android TV. Just search for Crossroads Today Plus. Questions on Capitol Hill persist following the U.S. capture of Venezuela's president. ABC's Christiane Cordero reports from Washington as Nicolas Maduro makes his first court appearance.
This morning, the high-stakes raid in Caracas is front and center on Capitol Hill. Lawmakers are divided after a 2-hour-long classified briefing by Secretary of State Marco Rubio on Monday. Several Democrats say they didn't get enough clarity on Venezuela's future.
Their plan for the U.S. running Venezuela is vague, based on wishful thinking, and unsatisfying. When the United States engages in this kind of regime change and so-called nation building, it always ends up hurting the United States.
While several Republicans are defending the operation and downplaying concerns that the U.S. is starting a war.
We don't expect troops on the ground. We don't expect direct involvement in any other way beyond just coercing the interim government to get that going.
Trump administration officials have not answered questions about whether U.S. troops will be deployed to Venezuela. President Trump is, however, adamant the U.S. is running the country as officials pressure Venezuela's interim leader, Vice President Delcy Rodriguez, to cooperate. Rodriguez was sworn in as Venezuela's interim president yesterday, following the Saturday morning military operation that captured Nicolas Maduro and his wife Celia Flores to face charges in the U.S. The two pleaded not guilty to narco-terrorism charges in a New York courtroom Monday.
His lawyer says the case is going to be complicated. For now, he's going nowhere. Maduro did not even ask for bail and returned to jail. We may not see him again until March, when he's next due here in court.
Trump is now eyeing military action beyond Venezuela, singling out and drawing criticism from Colombia, Cuba, and Mexico. The president is also repeating his vow to make Greenland part of the U.S., something Denmark says the U.S. has no right to. Christiane Cordero, ABC News, Washington.
Victoria City Council is moving forward with a new Civil Service Commission, with 3 community members expected to be confirmed at tonight's meeting. Voters approved the commission in November to oversee policies for the Victoria Fire Department. The members are appointed by the city manager and confirmed by City Council. The commission is expected to meet for the first time by the end of January and will meet twice a month to get rules in place by October. Happy birthday to the Wheel of Fortune. The popular game show premiered on January 6, 1975 on NBC, making it 51 today. It was created by TV legend Merv Griffin. Pat Sajak and Vanna White began hosting it in the early 1980s and became some of the most popular hosts in the history of game shows. The show went on to become one of the longest-running syndicated game shows in American TV history and has aired more than 6,500 episodes. Now, for a look at a new series and chart toppers, ABC's Melissa Adan shows us the latest on what's happening in Hollywood.
Trust no one unless I tell you to do so.
The Jeremy Renner crime drama Mayor of Kingstown has been renewed for a 5th season, which will also be the show's last. Season 5 will consist of 8 episodes. Mayor of Kingstown was co-created by Taylor Sheridan, who's also behind hit shows like Yellowstone. After 9 weeks as #1 on the Billboard Hot 100, The Fate of Ophelia has officially become Taylor Swift's longest leading chart topper. The Fate of Ophelia is Swift's 13th #1 hit, which is the singer's lucky number.
This is the closest to the fountain of youth anyone's ever going to get.
We have our first trailer for Ryan Murphy's new series, The Beauty. The series stars Ashton Kutcher, Anthony Ramos, Evan Peters, and Rebecca Hall, and is set to have several guest appearances, including Meghan Trainor. The Beauty is set to premiere January 21st on FX on Hulu. Disney is the parent company of FX, Hulu, and ABC News. And happy birthday to Academy Award winner Eddie Redmayne, who is 44 today. That's what's happening in Hollywood. Melissa Adan, ABC News, Los Angeles.
It's now 6:45 on our Tuesday morning. Still to come on Sunrise, new technology is revealed in Las Vegas. We get a peek at what daily life in the future may look like. All right, it's time to celebrate some birthdays. Happy birthday to our father, Roll. Thank you for all that you do for us. Love from your wife and children.
Oh, happy birthday, Roll. And also happy birthday to our grandson, Matthew, and grandmother, Mary, who share the same birthday and are our birthday cake winners today. Congratulations, y'all, and happy birthday.
Happy 18th birthday to Celeste. Love from Momo and Popo and all your family.
Happy birthday, Celeste, and also happy birthday to Martha. Happy birthday from your children and grandchildren. We love you.
Happy 50th birthday to Marvin. My love, I pray that God continues to bless you with strength, wisdom, and grace for the next decade. We love you. From your wife and the children.
Oh, happy birthday, Marvin. And to see your birthday wish live on 25 News Now Sunrise, you can come to crossroadstoday.com. Just click the drop-down menu, then click the Home tab, and then you'll see Submit Your Birthday Photo.
It's now 6:47 on our Tuesday morning. I want to wish Dewey a very happy birthday, and happy birthday to you if you're celebrating one today.
That's right. Happy birthday, y'all. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Well, good morning, Crossroads. I'm sure a lot of y'all heard what I was talking about a few moments ago, how we're looking oh so warm for the 6th day of January and the next few days, actually. Here are your high temperatures for today, if you don't believe me. I'm thinking 83 in Victoria, 84 Cuero, 84 Gonzales, Nixon, Seguin, Centonio, Tilden, 84 degrees. We're looking at low and mid 80s all around the Crossroads, to which most of this is going to be near or record-breaking high temperatures. And you're going to see right here over the next few days that heat is going to stay with us with highs in the 80s all the way through Friday. Lows sticking in the 60s, so it'll be warm for the morning times and humid, just with fog for tonight, I'm thinking. But that all will change when we get this cold front. It'll be here Saturday morning. I'm thinking maybe early mid-morning time when it gets here, but you're going to notice when it passes because it'll be breezy after it passes, gust up to 30 miles an hour at times for the north. Also a little bit before that with the gust out of the south with that low system, which we'll look at in a second. But temperatures will plummet, highs in the 60s, upper 50s possibly, and lows in the 30s and 40s. And here's why it's going to get that cold. Looking at satellite, we have just off the west coast of California right here, a counterclockwise spinning mid-level low pressure system. That is not the one right here. That is not the one that'll be responsible for sending us a front, but it will be responsible for dragging one and then another low system, both coming out of Canada, to send us that cold air mass with highs dropping to the 60s and lows in the 30s and 40s. And we'll look at all that and more later on Sunrise.
The Corporation for Public Broadcasting is closing its doors. On Monday, the CPB's board of directors announced it voted in favor of dissolving the organization following Congress's decision to end its federal financial backing. CPB made its debut in 1968 and funded PBS, NPR, and hundreds of radio and TV stations across the nation over the decades. Now to the big news in the tech world. Here's ABC's Sophie Flay with the latest technology unveiled at the Consumer Electronics Show.
The Consumer Electronics Show is kicking off in Las Vegas, and this year it's all about robots. From robots that dance to K-pop songs, to ones that will destroy you at chess.
You mind taking this wet towel from me?
Even ones that will do your laundry, eventually.
He's pretty cool, right?
Boston Dynamics, known for its boundary-pushing robots, now showing off its humanoid Atlas android.
Atlas here has joints that can move 360 degrees. This lets Atlas move even more efficiently than humans, particularly in manufacturing environments where every second counts.
The company says by 2028, a version of the robot will help build cars for Hyundai. But tech giant NVIDIA is more concerned with cars that can think for themselves.
Today we're announcing Alpamayo, the world's first thinking, reasoning, autonomous vehicle AI.
The chipmaker, the largest in the world thanks to the AI boom, now announcing its own autonomous vehicle software, setting up a major rivalry with another major tech company.
I think NVIDIA, this was really a shot across the bow, saying when it comes to autonomous, we're going to be a major player along with Tesla. This is trillions of dollars spent. NVIDIA is not going to watch it from the sideline.
That competition possibly bringing us one step closer to the sci-fi future Hollywood has promised for decades.
How did I get in this taxi? The door opened. You got in.
Let's just hope the future is a little less creepy.
Mercedes will soon begin shipping cars equipped with that technology. Sophie Flay, ABC News, New York.
AT&T is moving its global headquarters from downtown Dallas to the northern suburb of Plano. In a memo to staff, AT&T's CEO said the company will build a new campus on 54 acres. The company has about 6,000 workers at the Dallas headquarters. It says the move is in service of employee experience and will allow the company to combine its 3 North Texas corporate campuses into one. NVIDIA unveiled faster artificial intelligence chips earlier than usual this year. NVIDIA CEO unveiled the new AI server systems called Vera Rubin at the Consumer Electronics Show in Las Vegas Monday. They're expected to go on sale in the second half of this year. NVIDIA typically shows off its latest chips at its Spring Developer Conference. It's now 6:55 on our Tuesday morning. Here's a look at what's coming up next on 25 News Now Sunrise. A local church prepares for one extraordinary night, a prom experience where every child feels like royalty. Riverside Church is asking for donations ahead of prom night for children with special needs. The church is asking for button-up slacks, ties, shoes for men, and jewelry and accessories for women. Night to Shine is for children to feel valued, seen, and appreciated. Donations can be dropped off starting today from 8:15 a.m. to 3 p.m. at Riverside Academy. Students are heading back to school this morning. As school resumes, the Texas Department of Public Safety urges drivers to exercise caution, avoid distractions, and adhere to speed limits, prioritize safety, and stay alert in school zones. Victoria City Council is moving forward with the new Civil Service Commission with 3 community members expected to be confirmed at tonight's meeting. It starts at 5 p.m. at 107 West 1 Street. The State of Texas Emergency Assistance Registry, also known as STEER, is open for registration. It identifies residents with medical needs or disabilities who may need extra help during an emergency. Come to crossroadstoday.com to learn more. And we want to invite y'all to experience our digital streaming service, Crossroads Today Plus. You can find it on your connected TV through Amazon Fire TV, Roku, Apple TV, and Android TV. Just search for Crossroads Today Plus. And you may be searching for the end of the roadway, but it may be difficult with some of that fog. Parker, when can we expect that to burn off?
Yeah, we're looking at a little bit of fog around all of our counties this morning. So if you're going to be hitting the roads and maybe taking those kiddos to school real soon, please stay extra safe because you can see most of the fog has started to lift around Victoria, but I want to let y'all know that fog that was out there earlier is still around the area. Right now in Victoria, it's 66 degrees, but you can see the dew point has fallen a degree away from that temperature, so a little bit less of fog, but other areas around the crossroads are still looking at that high humidity, allowing for fog. You can see 0-mile visibility being reported down in Beeville. So if you'll be traveling anywhere towards Corpus or Houston this morning or anywhere around our counties, please stay safe. Otherwise, temperatures, yeah, it's warm. I'm sure you noticed that along with the humidity. Temperatures are all starting out the day, low, mid, and some in the upper 60s, all of it getting real close to that dew point. But with it so warm this morning, yeah, you already know what I'm about to say. It doesn't feel like January. We're looking for a high of 80 degrees in Port Lavaca, 77 by noon. A bit warmer the further inland you go, 83 for the high in Victoria, also upper 70s at noon, and also a bit warmer in Cuero, 84 today. So y'all get out there and enjoy the warmer weather because it is January. It's not supposed to be this warm because eventually this weekend when that front gets here, we are going to feel like January and we're going to go right back to feeling chilly.
All right, Parker, and thank y'all for being with us this morning. Be sure to join Shauna Dawn McCloga and Max today for 25 News 5, 6, and 10.